Welcome to this edition of the Native News Update on this Wednesday, May 26th. I'm your host for today's program, Paul DeMain. Many of the stories right here can also be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com, and you can go there to subscribe to the hard copy as well if you'd like. Here are the news stories for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. The Mississippi Band of Choctaw Tribal Council has postponed a vote on whether to build a casino in the Bogue Homa Reservation in Jones County, Mississippi. Tribal spokesman Warren Strain says the vote was postponed last week so the tribal council members can consider financing options for the casino. Strain says the meeting for a future vote has not been scheduled. The tribe is considering building a 27,000 square foot casino in the Bogue Homa community near Sandersville. The casino is expected to be equipped with 500 to 700 slot machines. It would be a $17 million investment, employing about 250 people. Information on the 12th Annual National Association of Tribal Historic Preservation Officers meeting that will be hosted by the Oneida Nation of Wisconsin the week of August 9th is now on the NATHPO website. This year's theme is Respecting Our Heritage, Protecting Our Quality of Life, Strengthening Our Future. And they say our children and young people of today are the future cultural leaders of tomorrow. Their decision to highlight Native youth, in addition to the annual discussions on current cultural preservation issues, is to encourage Native communities to continue preserving, protecting, and rejuvenating their respective languages and traditional lifestyles and unique cultures. They say, we will be showcasing Native youth programs and hope that Native youth from across the country will be able to join with us. They're currently seeking proposals for presentations, and they encourage you to submit those ideas and panel suggestions that illustrate the needs and concerns of your constituency. And you can go to nathpo.org to find that website. We'll put it up for you to look at. A small but devoted team is working to beat type 2 diabetes on the Bad River Chippewa Reservation of northern Wisconsin through education, encouragement, and one-on-one case management. Funded through Indian Health Services Special Diabetes Programs for American Indians, Bad River Heart Watch is in its sixth year. Its team, which has remained the same since the project started, includes case manager, nurse practitioner Mike Murphy, data coordinator Ray Principato, and director Mary Lou Salwater, and coordinator Melissa Geach. Beyond personalized diabetes management, HeartWatch gives its participants the tools they need to manage and prevent cardiovascular disease. They also host a quarterly community event called Journey Toward Wellness. In March, Geach said that close to 100 community members had enrolled in HeartWatch and that at least 8 participants have avoided having to go on dialysis as a result of their involvement with the program. HeartWatch is also active in other health-promoting efforts around the community, such as gardening and nutrition education. To learn more about HeartWatch, visit badriverheartwatch.org or call 715-685-7858. This article was submitted by Karen Hollish, who won a 2010 New American Media Fellowship to explore the question of how type 2 diabetes is affecting the Bad River Reservation. Look for the full piece on this topic in the June edition of News from Indian Country. Officials with Bannock County and the Shoshone-Bannock tribes say the two sides will attempt to reach an agreement on who has authority over land within the Fort Hall Indian Reservation that's owned by non-tribal members. The Bannock County Planning and Development Council last week postponed proposed amendments to the county's comprehensive plan until the two sides can reach a memorandum of understanding. The Bannock County Comprehensive Plan, adopted in June of 2008, states the county doesn't have jurisdiction over reservation lands. Proposed amendments would strike that language. A new tribal ordinance that went into effect in April states the tribe's regulatory authority extends to both Indian and non-Indian owned lands on the reservation. The dispute involves fee land, property on the reservation purchased by non-tribal members from the tribes. About 3% of the 870 square mile reservation is fee land, and it's scattered throughout the reservation. The tribe's new ordinance is prompted by a religious sect that wanted to build a 3-story, 18,000 square foot structure on nearly 4 acres of land last year, a plan rejected by the tribe. But local officials say the tribe's assertion of jurisdiction goes too far, and some are doubtful an agreement can be reached. In Osseo, Wisconsin, couple took advantage of a new state law on school mascots the first day it took effect. The law lets opponents of a school district's American Indian mascot name to lodge a complaint with the state superintendent. That's exactly what Carol and Harvey Gunderson did last week. They delivered a thick binder containing 550 pages of research and affidavits to the Department of Public Instruction office in Madison, Wisconsin. The Gundersons filed their complaint against the Osseo Fairchild Chieftains. A DPI spokesman said the district will be notified of the complaint within 10 days. If the DPI finds a mascot to be racially offensive, a district can be fined up to $1,000 for every day it continues to use it. A 10-day study of portions of the waterfront will help map the original shoreline of Port Angeles, Washington, and help archaeologists make educated guesses about the location of early Native American settlements. Carl Wegman, assistant professor of geology at North Carolina State University, was taking measurements along the Port Angeles waterfront here recently. The Port Angeles City Council approved a $79,000 contract with her company in January. The measurements are being taken on property owned by the city, the Port of Port Angeles, and private property owners who have given permission. The results of the work will be added to the Port Angeles Archaeological Management Plan and Shoreline Management Plan. Kalalam tribal members once lived along the Port Angeles waterfront. Wegman is using a ground-penetrating radar machine to gather information about the geology beneath the surface of the shoreline. To fund the work, the city of Port Angeles used money from a $7.5 million settlement money that the state of Washington paid when artifacts from the native village were discovered in August of 2003 during construction of a State Department of Transportation graving yard project. That discovery halted that project permanently. A proposal to swap reclaimed wastewater for more expensive drinking quality water for snowmaking at a northern Arizona ski resort got a cold reception last Thursday before the Flagstaff Water Commission. Under the proposal, the city of Flagstaff would allow reclaimed wastewater to seep into the ground and be pumped from city wells for use at the Arizona Snow Bowl instead of shipping the water directly from a wastewater treatment plant to the resort just outside of Flagstaff. Members of the public spoke overwhelmingly against the commission, making an immediate recommendation to the city council on the plan. They instead pushed for more time to allow residents and area tribes to weigh in on the issue. The commission agreed and sent the proposal back to city officials for review. City manager Kevin Burke had planned to take the proposal to the city council on June 8th, but said he likely would reconsider. Spraying artificial snow on the San Francisco peaks that at least 13 American Indian tribes regard as sacred has been a contentious issue for years. The tribes claim it would infringe upon their religious rights, while Snow Bowl owners say their business cannot survive without it. And that is the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. We want to thank you for joining with us. Come back again soon. Miigwech.